Demetrius starts enjoying the cold cuts.
I believe so, aside from those already asleep in their tents.
She chews on her bottom lip, worried, but her brows are still furrowed in anger. It seems Mayve has a storm of emotions herself.
I have spoken with many about this, to find out as close to the truth of the events that transpired, but also how it all affects things, specifically this riddle.
She suddenly deflates, sagging in the chair.
It does not matter what happened after the filling of the seats, as the air was before we all sat down. So this crime means nothing in the grand scheme of things. With such information, we are no closer to the answer.
Ophelia sees how defeated she feels about the conundrum. She's no doubt been answering many questions of such topic, and feels just as frustrated as the rest of us. Perhaps, perhaps not. I have theories, many theories. I dare not give you any false hope, but from now until the next grand gathering, I plan to journey around and see if perhaps my theories might prove true. But to do so, I need to talk to many more people. The road is long and the days are numbered. Thank you for sharing this with me. I know it was not of the pleasant conversation that you had hoped for. In return for my questions, I'd be happy to return any of yours. Looking first at Demetrius, then Ophelia, Mayve nods.
I must ask then, do you think, truly, that I am deserving of the seat I was given? My guildmates will only give me reassurance, but I need honesty, from someone who has spent time studying this riddle.
Tears begin to fill her eyes, and suddenly she is no longer the budding politician, or the one who's shouting for peace and stepping between two fighters deep in their cups. Instead, she is the young, naive child who has never left the walls of her family home, head full of stories, desperate for some kind of guidance. Ophelia doesn't even realize her body moved on its own accord by Mayve's chair. She lowered herself onto her skirts as she looked up into Lady Mayve's face. My lady, I have not known you for very long. However, from what I've both seen and heard in this short amount of time, is that you are truly worthy of your seat. In my guild, we hear many rumors, so many that it can make you question everything and everyone you ever knew. However, I've never heard of Lady Mayve the murderer, Lady Mayve the thief, Lady Mayve the traitor, Lady Mayve the killer of innocents, Lady Mayve the coward, nor Lady Mayve the weak. I've never heard even a whisper of any of these names. I've seen you fight beside your comrades while fighting for no ruler. I've seen you debate and stand firmly in your decision against your opponents. As for cowardice for suing for peace was written by those that do not understand how much courage and fierceness it takes to stand up before others barehanded, while they hide behind their shields and blades. You are meant for that seat, Mayve. Hopefully by the time we return to the mists, your heart will be ready too. Tears stream down Mayve's face as she hiccups before grabbing Ophelia's hands and pulling her into an embrace. More than a few heartbeats pass before she lets go.
I'm so sorry. I do not mean to overstep bounds, but I needed so desperately to hear something reassuring.
Ophelia, stunned at first, warmly returns the hug and gently strokes her hair as her mother had done to comfort her as a child. I'm a traveler, my friend. We have no bounds. Another few moments pass by before Mayve takes a napkin and pats at her face. Then she smiles and helps Ophelia back to her seat.
So, Demetrius tells me you two are traveling to the city of Fulcrum.
Ophelia retakes her seat and looks over at Demetrius, who has been rather quiet. Demetrius wipes his mouth off after finishing his bite, as well as his cheeks that were starting to stream with tears. Trying to remain stoic through the previous conversation, food is what grounds him. Yes, that's correct. Ophelia and I chatted before heading back to Stormbreak. and she wished to accompany me to Fulcrum as we both have interests there. I suspect they expect me to be dead after only my luggage arriving on the boat I was supposed to be on, whilst Ophelia has missed matters to discuss with them. Demetrius reaches for a crescent scone matching the moon's status, seeing it as a sign from Aluna to remind him of his past and current assignment. I would concur with Ophelia regarding the matter of your seat. Although our camaraderie has been short, I do feel that my assessment to you as a liaison has shown your worthiness tenfold. I'm glad the acolytes entrust you with our voice, and I hope that you reciprocate as well. After a brief silence, Demetrius returns from serious to playful. Nonetheless, I'm sure the guild is excited for my return. Is there anything you wish to convey to them, given recent events, Lady Mayve? I do wish to make sure that the March's interests are held in high regard. Perhaps more about this riddle and that puzzles you? I'll learn more about it from Ophelia, I'm sure. Mayve pours herself another cup of tea and takes a deep drink from it before responding.
Yes. Please ask the acolytes if there is other information they can find regarding Arthur's Knights and the Round Table before the Cataclysm. Who they were, what they were like, where they were from, anything we might be able to use to help us determine who belongs in those seats, or who does not.